I am in a double-sealed negative airflow quarantine room, and we're waiting and waiting and waiting for those tests.
Across the country, we are still dealing with the challenges of it taking sometimes days to get a test result.
We do need more testing, more access to testing.
I'm just waiting for them to let me out. Hey, this is Chase at Baptist Hospital. That's my husband. I am in a double-sealed negative airflow quarantine room because I have had coronavirus-like symptoms for a couple days. My husband and I live in Washington, D.C. I came down for a 3-day weekend in Miami, and in the middle of my flight down here from Washington, D.C., I started feeling some severe symptoms. Mostly it was hard to breathe. It was really painful to breathe. And I was getting body aches. I went straight to the hospital from the airport. Checked myself in about 9 a.m. on Friday morning, and then was poked and prodded for most of the day. Getting the test for coronavirus was a different story. That wasn't quite as simple. Now it's been almost 4 days, and we're waiting and waiting and waiting for those tests. I've been advised not yet to tell the airline or alarm anybody like that officially until the test results come back. And it's now been 78-ish hours without those test results. And it's a little concerning for the other people on that airline. I'm feeling great now. My symptoms have been gone for 24 hours, and I'm not coughing or sneezing, so I'm just waiting for them to let me out.
My name is Lorinda Lane. I am 40 years old, and I live with my husband and 3 daughters on the South Shore of Massachusetts. I started feeling sick on Friday night, March 6th, when I was out at dinner with a friend. It just felt like I was coming down with something at first. So for the next couple of days, we went about our usual activity. Orchestra played a concert on Sunday. Tuesday night, I went and played soccer with some friends because to this point, no one had been able to give me any advice as far as quarantining or avoiding public interactions, and this was tremendously frustrating to me. By Friday afternoon, I was feeling so sick that I decided to go to our local emergency room to get seen. When I walked in with a mask on, I was just asked to sit in a waiting area like anyone else, and thought that certainly by that point in time, they should have had a separate waiting area. The ER doctor had said to me that he wasn't sure if it was worth my time to get tested because my test results likely would not come back before I was better. And I told him, I don't care whether they come back in a week, 2 weeks. I would rather know that I've had this so that way I could tell other people and warn them that my caution was warranted. And he agreed, but clearly appeared to be agitated. I am still waiting for those test results. I did thankfully improve. I have been mostly on the purple couch, watching the kids play in the living room. And the one major takeaway from all of this that I hope everyone can hear and can push for is that we do need more testing, more access to testing.
As an infectious diseases specialist, we knew that this was coming, and I think with global travel as well as just the fact that we have a lot of people in close contact in lots of places now, we knew that this may occur.
Across the country, we are still dealing with the challenges of it taking sometimes days to get a test result. A lot of that does have to do with the proximity of the laboratory. Sometimes that laboratory is not even in the same state.
So if you get tested here by your new protocol that's been approved, how long will it take for you to get the results?
So the results are available within 4 to 6 hours.
And that's remarkably different than other testing I've heard, right, which takes days.
That's right, and that's really all about our ability to perform the testing here in our local laboratory.
Tell me what the results were of the testing.
So I'm happy to report that today our first batch of results is all negative. So we're going to be able to convey those results to the clinicians caring for these individuals who may be sitting in our emergency room right now waiting for their result.
How many positives did you expect to see?
I expected 3 on this run today.
3 out of the 20,
Yeah.
and you got 0.
0.
So you're grateful.
Very grateful. Everything that we learn about providing that testing, we can share with other hospitals and laboratories around the country so that they can move even more quickly to bring up their testing capability.
We just got word that the health officials, the local health officials here in Miami, are releasing me, even though I haven't yet gotten results of the coronavirus test after being here for almost 4 days. We just got my discharge orders. They are right here, which is awesome. And that means this bed can go to somebody who needs it a lot more than I do. My husband and I live in Washington, D.C., so we're actually going to rent a car and drive home for about 15 hours. Can't wait to go home. Finally able to leave. We are about to walk out for the first time in 4 days. Wow, that's what sunshine's like. All right, here we go, on the way home.
Well, it is a suddenly snowy day 17, and I am feeling much better, which is wonderful. Unfortunately, I still don't have a test result, so all of these things that I'm reading about now, about potential research and opportunities for immune therapies and things that I would love to participate in, I can't say anything about yet because without a test result, I don't know whether I qualify or not.
It's day 9 and I feel great, and I just got results back from the hospital saying I don't have coronavirus, which is awesome. It's especially good for all the people that were on the plane with me. I'm a little frustrated that it took 9 days, almost half of which they kept me in a hospital bed when someone else probably could have used it. But overall, I'm grateful to be healthy and glad not to have it.